So June 21st, I'm interviewing Charleston White on my Discord. And before I do that, I'm kind of like, you know, I'm being a personality historian, right? And I'm kind of like documenting, you know, Charleston White from then to now, you know, from when I, you know, saw him to now. And, you know, what stands out is I question if is there a lane for people like Charleston White? Is there, you know, why does he matter? These are the two questions. Is there a lane for people like Charleston White? Like, has he hit his ceiling? How higher can Charleston White get, you know? He's somebody that I always say he puts the medicine in the candy, right? He makes a lot of noise, but then within that noise, he always drops his message, okay? So one thing I know is he says he's for the kids. He constantly speak about that. He says he's against murder in the black community. And he, you know, seeing how people from 64th have been able to use hip hop to glamorize murdering their opponents, he took the side of the 64th opponents and then also glamorized, you know, people who are from the 64th who died. And he's like, why y'all mad at me, but y'all was celebrating when the people from the 64th was happy as hell that they killed their ops and they smoking on their ops. The whole industry was behind that, invested in that. People were singing that, dancing to that, drinking to that, being hypnotized by that. So I come in, I do the same thing, but on the angle, from the angle that you guys don't like, the 63rd people. I'm riding with the 63rd people, right? So when Charleston puts himself in that position, everybody look at him crazy because everybody's so used to riding with the 64th, right? And it's the same thing. He came out like, he's like, yo, he's a snitch. And he played that role and people were shocked because nobody want to be the snitch and people pretend like snitches don't exist. But they do exist and they have emotions and they have an experience and they have their reasons, you know what I mean? And that's not been explored, you know? So I say all of this to say, Charleston has always stepped into the avenues that black people find taboo to step into. And what he has done is actually open room for conversation, you know? And he's actually utilized himself, all the hate that he gets and all the backlash that he gets. It eventually opens a door for new thinking and conversations to be had. And hopefully those dialogues leads to a evolution in the black community. And the one thing that constantly stands out to me, right? I'm like, okay, I see what Charleston is doing, right? Do other people see his benefit? You know what I mean? Do other people see it? Or are they not getting the message? You know what I'm saying? I question that as well. But basically, everything I listed is why I think he matters, right? Because he opens room or doors for thinking, right? And that is important, you know what I mean? Because the black community is boxed in, and to get out of the box, you have to break things down. To break things, it's gonna be noise, you know, it's gonna be ugly. But then the freedom that comes after that is the minds that opens and people are like, wow, I never looked at it this way. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we be delusional. So I call him the street messiah, and there's still a question mark on it. Is he really the street messiah? You know what I'm saying? Is he the guy that has to go all the way to the bottom, to the darkness and the depths of it, just so he can bring the key to life? You know what I'm saying? Just so he can bring us the message. You know what I mean? He said he was back home organizing events. Nobody cared until he came online and was yelling and talking trash. That's when people paid attention to him. So sometimes do you have to go into the ugliness where your people are, to the bottom where your people are, and then that's the only way you can save them. That's when you can give them the message. You got to get on their level, you know? So you got to, it's kind of like camouflage. You got to shape shift, you know? You got to turn into them, you know what I'm saying? And then you can, you know, give them the medicine. You got to go to Rome and do what the Romans do in order to, you know, change the way the Romans think. You got to make them first believe that you are with them. So, I mean, it's all philosophical, right? Because at the same time, somebody can say, well, Charleston White has always been as he is, you know, and he's just capping. But either way, June 21st on Ground Voices Discord link in the bio. Pull up. Make sure you join the Ground Voices Discord right now. It's active. People are always in there talking about what's happening socially, what's happening in the entertainment world, what's happening with personalities on social audio. So yeah, join the Ground Voices Discord. The link is in the bio. And when you join, just wait for June 21st when Charleston White pops in there. We're going to have fun. The Discord is live. It's dope. It's kind of like an underground space where we all connect and just talk and converse, you know, for long periods of time. And it's very entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of personalities in there. So, boom, join the Discord. Let's go.